From the Tom Peacock Nissan studio, it's your girl Grizzy. We're here with Hector, episode 33.
Yes, episode 33, Grizzy, and it is from the Tom Peacock Nissan studio. Another hot week here in H-Town. It is really, really hot.
That, with the combination of back to school, is insane.
Yeah, it is scorching hot. Our AC units are just going out and just... It's really hot here in H-Town. So check on your elderly, check on your loved ones if they don't have any air conditioning. Just a couple of weeks back, we had the hurricane. We had over 38 people that passed away.
Yeah, it was that we know of. There might even be more. The solitary people.
Yeah, some of them from heat exhaustion. But we have a great show up ahead from you guys. And if you're watching on Facebook Live, make sure you leave a comment below. We love hearing seeing your feedback.
Go get your snacks. Go get your Takis. Whatever it is you want to munch on, because we got a lot more in store. All right, Hood News peeps at home. I know that we always talk about this, but GTA 6 is already in existence here in H-Town.
Yeah, it's right here. A scene from up the north side, 59 in Parker. We got, it looks like a Dodge Charger that was on the, kind of just going really fast and then flipped over.
All right, so in this situation, we had two individuals in a solo rider accident. All we see is surveillance camera and on-the-ground footage, Hector.
Yeah, I mean, could have been much worse. People could have gotten really seriously hurt in this situation, but flipped over. The occupants not only just got out, but they ran away.
Yeah, they ran away, looked around, and then a light bulb went off. My phone. So the guys go back to go look for whatever, and then they leave. It's just crazy how the first guy, though, he pops out the sunroof.
Yeah, I think it's fun. Like a scene from GTA. You see a guy in a four-wheeler running by, too.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like, there goes the random pedestrian, too. I mean, oh, my gosh. And this is on-the-ground footage sent in by a peep, of course. There goes the guy on the four-wheeler. Man, just crazy stuff. Put your pants up, sir. Hey! Yeah, pull him up. Yeah,
probably lost his pants.
Yeah,
during
lost
the
his
flip
belt.
over.
But yeah, a lot of people were like, Grizzy, when we went back and replayed the video, oh my gosh, they struck somebody. No, that is a car part. There were only two people involved in this, which are the two occupants. Nobody else was injured. Thank God. And they walked away from the scene. I mean, these youngins, they'll probably be sore by now, but I mean, they survived to tell this story.
They're waking up pretty hurt, I'm sure, from this. But I think right now we have more questions than answers right now.
Definitely, man. GTA 6 is already here. You don't have to wait for the grand release in 2025. It's here already. Houston edition.
All right, from a scene from a horror movie, Grizzy, you were out in Cut and Shoot, which is north of Houston, by the way.
Yes.
If you're not from Houston, Cut and Shoot is a little town up in Montgomery County. But there was a scene that was just insane, where there was just animal cruelty that was going on.
Animal cruelty like we've never seen. I mean, we've seen a lot, but this one kind of takes the cake. So Hood News peeps had tagged me Saturday. I got a picture of a lady and, allegations and accusations that this woman was allowing foster dogs. She was taking in foster dogs from a foster group, and nobody was checking up on the dogs, or she would evade them. She wouldn't follow up with how the dogs were. And mysteriously, these dogs were dying. They would get lost. They'd get sick or all kinds of weird things. Things weren't adding up. And then she started evading, like no longer answering people, blocking them. People wanted to know, hey, where are these fosters? But it took a long time to get there. So fosters, y'all got to vet these folks. Anyhow, so we get images that somebody went into this woman who was fostering. They went to go physically drive over and check on the dogs, and they discovered atrocities. Like on the porch were several kennels everywhere with skeletal remains inside.
Yeah.
Insane. Fur, like where the dogs once were, they had rotted away, deteriorated. And if this person lives there, because she was living there, she lives there now. This person lives there. That means that she was, like, let's say she go to the grocery store, come back and forth, up on the porch, the kids walking out the house, because she has kids too. They were literally walking past rotting, decaying animals, like just horrifying. Like dogs under the house dead, dogs on the porch dead. Then they found a little hot box room, like a little room off to the side of the garage. And there were a bunch of kennels that were already confiscated. By the time I get there, I think there's like 4 or 5 left. But the dogs, one of them must have try to get away. One of the dogs got out the kennel, climbed up to like the top kennel that's the furthest closest to the ceiling, and attempted to bite his way out of the ceiling, like to make a way to get out. I mean, the desperation that these animals, and no AC, no light, in complete darkness and sweltering heat.
This is a scene from Jeepers Creepers for pets.
Yes. As of right now, so this is going to air on Saturday. As of right now, I got the call this morning that she is already being booked. I'm waiting for that. But there are animal abuse charges, some sort of animal cruelty charges that she will be facing. People do better. I don't know what somebody gains, Hector.
Yeah.
From what's the gain in taking an animal and then abusing it? I don't understand. Like not feeding it, no water, no food, nothing, friend. These and she was also running like a puppy mill, like I don't know, French bullies or something, Frenchies. Yeah. So she was also doing that, like backyard breeding like no other.
So you got cut out to the scene and you saw the fur laying around everywhere, and this is from fur from, I guess, rotting flesh?
The detectives had already been out there. Animal cruelty officers had already been out there. They confiscated a lot of the skeletal remains because they're sending them out to another state to test to make sure that they are actually dog bones. This is all part of the charging, process that they're going to do, the investigation.
Right.
She is being charged this week, but there's just to seal the deal, to get that conviction, they're having to test the bones. And look at this, just insane. Like I've never seen so many kennels, and inside the house there were kennels too.
Yeah. And while you're out there, was anybody in the house or anybody there?
No. Your girl was trespassing. But I will do anything for the dogs. I already said I will spread cheeks, whatever I got to do. If I got to go to jail, that's going to be okay. I mean, I will go to jail, but I think it was a warning or something. So I will never set foot. But on that day, we walked around. We also discovered a chop shop next door. Like this property sits on a lot of land. So cars were also confiscated before we got there. So it's just all kinds of stuff. Look at that picture. Skeleton. Just right there, just like nothing. Skeleton. So yeah, it's just really sad. I've never seen the level of triflingness, the dirtiness. Like the yard was unkept. Just so much. Like there was lack of I don't know what this is about. I don't know why people would get a dog if you're not going to care for it. And then from a foster group, what is the, I'm still trying to explain. I would love to interview this individual. Alexander Bravo, we want to know why.
And what's even scarier is there's a trampoline there, so you could assume that there was some kids were at one point involved in this property too as well. So, man, again, you don't know who your neighbors are.
Yeah.
And know what they're capable of doing, and they might seem like nice people. Look at a little slide.
Yeah, she never wanted people. I talked to neighbors. She made threats towards the neighbors because she came back. She was on the run because she had a warrant. She's been since arrested. But before all this even came about, before this major discovery, this individual would guard, she wouldn't allow her neighbors to set foot on the property. One dog once from a neighbor got out, and she walked straight into the middle of the street. Said, "Stop! My dogs will kill your dogs." No, your dogs are your dogs were dead already.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just she didn't want people to discover this. And there were a lot of people coming in and out. So there are people that saw this, like her friends, and never did anything. Decomposing dogs and a bunch of skeletons and
just
kennels.
The fur.
Come on, man. Yeah, the fur
the
everywhere.
amount of fur that you saw.
Fur everywhere. I thought somebody vacuumed up a vet spot and just laid it all up. No. This was the fur from the decomposing animals. And even burn piles too, with dog remains inside.
That's insane. Grizzy, every week we're covering, animal cruelty stories too as well. And I think people don't realize that Houston's one of the most top cities in the country that has to deal with animal cruelty.
Yeah, we are bad. We have fosters and rescue groups and all kinds of people dedicated, and they ship these animals to other states. We look really, really bad. Please get your pets spayed and neutered. Please take care of them. Don't get an animal. Some of y'all can't even take care of your children. I like to say this. Some people aren't even capable of taking their own kids. In this situation, this lady lost her kids to CPS. How would you take care of an animal? You can't take care of your kids.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff, man. Prayers for all of this situation, and may there be justice for these little animals. I wish the punishment could fit the crime, but it is what it is. So let's just see what happens. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, stay locked in. More details coming soon.
Yes. All right, we got the Mattress Mac Come On Down segment with our friend Mattress Mac from Gallery Furniture. Hey, Jim, how are you doing?
Good, Grizzy. I'm excited about it. Come on down. Come on down to Gallery Furniture. Buy a mattress during our giant early Labor Day sale. 4,000 plus and get it free delivery. We got lots of mattresses on sale. And if the Astros win it all, their purchase free. Grizzy, what a deal.
All right. What a great deal. That's right. All right, here we go. We got a package bandit. You see that manila envelope right there? This guy's about to swipe it, and he does not live at that house. There he is right there. And he's disgraceful by wearing a Astros jersey.
What do you need to do, Grizzy? He needs to get a job.
Yes, he does. Look at him. Ooh,
it looks like he's sliding in. Come on, Astro fan. We can do better than that.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be wearing that shirt. Then we've got a situation where a gun was pulled out of a unattended parked vehicle. And look at these guys.
No, it's just terrible. Why are they doing that to these people? Get a real job.
Yeah. And so they're riding around this whole subdivision, and they're taking what doesn't belong to them. They're broken into several vehicles. They don't even have to break into them because the people put their guard down. They leave their doors. This is a nice neighborhood, but people have that false sense of security. And so we need them to lock their doors, take all valuables out, because we're not in those times anymore where people can do that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And there's too many criminals here. We got to get rid of them. And thanks to Grizzy's Hood News, we're identifying. So come on down and tell us who they are.
Come on down. That's right. All right, next video we got another bandit. This is out of the Heights area. Another male person just stealing mail. Look at him. Oh! Oh my goodness. We did not need to see all that. I hope you're all right. Your eyesight's okay.
That's more than we bargained for.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Oh, we saw a lot of butt crack there.
I can't tell you. Look at this guy. Stealing people's mail. That's as low as it gets.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many checks we mailed out of Gallery Furniture and they got stolen, and they'd go wash the checks and cash them. Come on down. Tell us who that jerk is.
Yeah, come on down, folks. Can we get these folks identified? Then we have another situation where these folks crashed into they went in with the garbage can. They broke a window, and they started to steal a bunch of perfumes. They just emptied out the perfume store. I don't know where they decided to go do this, but they just decided that they were going to do that.
Come on down. Identify these jerks. They need to get a job.
Yeah, look at that.
Unbelievable.
All crazy.
I wonder how he'd feel if somebody did that to him.
Yeah, and he's throwing the bottles. So I do have a little bit of an update. A man and woman were discovered with a bunch of perfumes in Webster, Texas, or Pasadena. Webster PD's involved in this. I think we're close to a come on down. I know that somebody's been arrested for this, but we would like to identify them to let everybody know who they are and what they did to this local business.
Yeah, I have so much empathy for those local businesses. They're out there working their life 12 hours a day trying to make the business go, and then these jerks destroy their front window and steal all their inventory. Absolutely shameful behavior.
And then when the owner finally got all the perfumes back, a lot of them were damaged because they were just throwing them. The thieves were throwing them, breaking all the glass and the perfume, and they only got like so many bottles back. I mean, because a lot of them were destroyed because of the way they were stealing them.
They're not only bad people, they're dumb thieves.
All right, so that concludes everything. The Come On Down with Mattress Mac.
Thanks, Grizzy. Y'all come on down to Gallery Furniture. Buy that Tempur-Pedic mattress, 4,000 plus. Free delivery today. If the Astros win another purchase, free.
Yeah, free. All right, Hood News peeps, this looks like a bank jugging suspect. We received the following message that says, "Hey, Hood News peeps, this incident occurred in Katy, Texas. This is the HEB parking lot off of Fry and I-10. The cameras on my car captured this person breaking into a man's truck by smashing through the window and jumping in. It looks like he was digging around for something and he jumps back out with an envelope in his hand. The camera also captures the victim as he walks up to his truck and makes the discovery that somebody broke into it. All right, so we saw him make a hole in the windshield. Then he smashes the rest of the glass. That's a zoom in of his face, not very clear. He jumps in. He's looking around and he finds the money envelope. I'm thinking the victim must have just left the bank and then went inside the store. Please do not allow a false sense of security just because you're in a certain neighborhood fool you. Heads on a swivel, folks, especially if you leave the bank with money. Unfortunately, the Hood News Peep was not able to locate the victim, so we're hoping that by sharing this, the victim sees this and maybe it'll help them.
All right, from a tip that you got, Grizzy, off Facebook Messenger too as well, you got to where a counterfeit situation where someone was going to a store and turning in some fake money?
Yes. So, okay, there's a local business out there. I guess they have several locations. Two of their locations were presented with counterfeit money, and this person would go in there, order food, and then pay with the fake fake Benjamin, and then like get the change back. That's like the gist of the hustle that this person is out there, doing. So as you guys see here, he's fully, he's got the mask. Can we do away with the mask, y'all? Are we done with COVID already? Because I don't know. Like I feel like that mask is like a scapegoat for crime. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah. It is. It's kind of, I get it. Like if you have some serious health issues and very sensitive to other things, but the COVID, walking in with a COVID mask, you're right. It's a red flag for business owners. Yeah, it's really sad, man. And the guy's wearing the same outfit in both. It looks like a polo shirt or some kind of work shirt, maybe a FRC, I think it looks like. And then the cap, and just mysterious, doesn't even talk much, goes in, pays with the counterfeit money. And we got pictures of that money too. So this guy is, going and making this kind of, so every day, imagine if he makes several stops. Yeah, he's eating good. Like obviously you can see here the dude's eating good. Like he ain't missing no meals, not one meal, baby. Breakfast, brunch, lunch. So he's making a killing. Midnight snack. Yeah, midnight snack. Yeah. Smoothie King. Yeah, like he's getting it, man. Like this dude is not like, that's part of the hustle, So he's looking like he's gonna roll out soon. So yeah, so the dude is not missing any meals. No, ain't no counterfeit food on that. Man, so yeah, be on the lookout. Our local businesses, retailers, people at the flea market, because it happens to people, taqueras too, the taco trucks, the food trucks. Be careful, y'all, because the pin was used and it's still like passed. And what they do is what I've learned through my experience, because I was actually a victim of somebody giving me counterfeit money. I won't name any names, Grizzy, but about 15 years ago, I was working at a local radio station, and one of a local club here in Houston every week would give me cash. Well, this club is not around anymore. But I would have to take that cash, take it to the bank, and turn it into a cashier's check. They gave me $10,000 of cash. Half of that ended up being counterfeit. Whoa. I had to sit there and be interviewed by the Secret Service and interrogated and asking them where I got this money from. It was a very scary situation. But what they do is they try to see where this money can pass and see where they can buy things from. So they test out. They might start off with smaller amounts, like $100 bill, and then work their way up. And then knowing that store or that business is accepting counterfeit money. Wow. So you got to be careful if you're a business owner. Watch out for this counterfeit stuff. Yeah, like this fake $100 bill right here, I would not have known. Like if I apply the pin to it and it works, I would be like, okay, have a great day, sir. Here's your change. I would have no idea. One time, just a side story of the Hood News, I had a D-boy reach out to me, a dope boy, a drug boy, like the dope dealer reached out and said, "Grizz, I'm angry." I said, "What happened?" He's like, "Man, I'm a plug in the hood." And I said, "What, a plug in the hood? Why are you telling me this? I don't want to know." And he's like, "Can you help me? One of my customers gave me some fake money." And I'm like, "No, I can't. I'm sorry. That's like one illegal activity with another." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Man, I think I know who did it." I said, "No, sir, we can't do this illicit. Come on down, man. We just can't." Sorry. D-boys out there, just be careful too, because y'all are getting ripped off too. Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. Don't do drugs. And don't do counterfeit. Yeah, don't do counterfeit either, man.
especially with the plug, man. He's gonna be looking for your ass. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, with that said, please be advised, folks.
In a crazy scene that happened on Houston's east side, it was Beltway 8 and I-10. Another wild scene while people driving. This is what we're talking about, Grizzy. Always be on the lookout for what other people are doing on the roads.
Yes.
Because we have a situation where a car, a truck, a Jeep actually flipped over with kids that were occupied in there that were not buckled.
Yes, man. This is so sad, you guys. Please, like, we have to at some point, you know, have a responsibility. Like you are responsible for your children, their safety. We cannot assume that everything's gonna be okay, that you're a good driver, that people are gonna, it's a good time of the day. No, buckle your kids up, put them in proper seating, buckle them up properly. If they need car seats, if they're little, put them in their car seats. Make sure they're adjusted right. Make sure that everything fits properly. You cannot let your two kids in the back seat of a Jeep flip it over and they pop out, hit the ground, and then they're, you know, injured. This is so wrong. There was a 2-car accident. Not sure who was at fault or anything like that. But what we do know is that 2 children were ejected from a Jeep. Just very sad, man.
And I saw that video in the comment section there, Grizzy, where, I mean, it looks like these 2 little toddlers, like, still, I'm thinking diapers.
Pampers, yes.
Diapers were there. And, you know, it looked like somebody they ran out and picked them up off the street. But, man, I really hope these kids are okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're okay because, like, I received video footage and it was a very gory scene. We're seeing this after, like, it's just you can even see some of the blood on the kids. You can see some of that. So, I mean, what I got, they were already drenched. And they weren't looking good. One kid was not moving around too much. The other one was a little more alert. I mean, the kids are made out of flesh and bone. A lot of people are like, oh, thank God they're okay. They're not okay. They're not okay. Like, I know for a fact that these kids were critically injured. I mean, there's just no way. They popped out of some Jeep. You know, it's just really sad. We've got other videos where we have people with their kids sitting in their lap in cars. And I've got like 2 or 3 videos of that over the years. Look at this lady. She's got a baby right there with her at the wheel.
Yeah, and the nerve, it looks like she got mad because she was being recorded.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you should be recorded and should be put on Grizzy's
Be mad
Hood
at
News.
yourself. Be mad at yourself. Nobody else.
And now look at you. You're on Grizzy's Hood News Unfiltered on TV.
And then we got a little baby right here driving a Jeep. I'm like, what's going on with these babies? Look at the baby. Where's the adult? It looks like the baby's driving itself. No, man, let's not do this, friends. You got to be better than that. Then y'all are crying on TV or, hey, my baby this, my baby that. Look what you did. No. That's just absolutely. Look at this baby in a company truck.
Oh, man.
We can't make up these stories, you guys. We can't make up these stories.
Irresponsible parenting right there.
You know, do better, man. Your babies are gifts, not burdens. Take the extra steps. Don't have kids if you don't want to be a responsible parent. That's it, man.
Yeah, serious injuries could happen at 20 miles an hour.
Yeah,
you don't have to be going too fast.
Babies are soft flesh, you know. I mean, they're not you know, they're not tough. They're not made out of steel or rock. You know, it's just sad. And when we see this, I mean, who doesn't feel outraged because it could have been avoided. Just a simple seatbelt, you know, or a car seat. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just very heartbreaking, man. Prayers for these children. Hope everybody's okay. I do know that I think 3 people were hospitalized from this situation, including 2 little children. Just let's do better, man. We owe that to our kids. We bring them into this world. They are an extension of ourselves, a carbon copy of you, and we got to do better.
Yeah, you know, and again, at the back of a Jeep, it looks like maybe the top was already off, but you know, it was a topless Jeep, and they were unbuckled in the back seat. I mean, it was just, or I don't know where they were.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, there's no telling. And prayers going up for this entire situation. And I hope that, you know, the kids are okay eventually or recover or whatever's going on because we don't know. So prayers going up for those children, man.
Justice for Osvaldo Casas. We have a situation up on 225 at Allen Genoa. It looks like he was checking up on his car that was vandalized the night before and confronted some suspects who then I guess he was also found dead.
Yeah, the discovery, like some shots were fired and you know, the wife goes out there to check on him, the loved ones, and he's there, you know, dying, and this family, she's resuscitating him, giving him CPR when she found him that way. This happened off of Allen Genoa and 225 in Southeast Houston. So hoping that somebody saw something, maybe there's camera footage in the area. The vehicle had been vandalized before, so I'm wondering if maybe it's somebody that is known to this person. But they're saying that he's a real laid back guy, very nice. I mean, would not have had any enemies. So it's really crazy.
Yeah, it looks like he was getting reports from the neighbors that somebody was messing around with his truck or trying to. There was some suspects or suspicious activity near his vehicle. And then just moments later, then he was found in front of his house.
Just sad, man. Just sad. And then just to have to go like that, and then having a whole family, very, very sad, man. Prayers for Osvaldo Casas. I hope that we find out who did this, because they're probably capable of doing it again.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing. And when you got somebody out there like that, unhinged and dangerous, started off with like vandalism, and now we're looking at a murder that occurred.
Yeah, and if you have any tips or information, make sure you reach out to the Houston Police Department. Again, any information for the justice for Osvaldo and his family, make sure you guys reach out to the Houston Police Department.
All right, we got a come on down petition. The message reads as follows. So for about a month, we have this female at my apartments. I live off of 3125 Crestdale Drive. She goes up into our porch and starts taking stuff. We do have a doorbell camera, and we printed a poster to put right by our door. The poster has her face on it, but she doesn't stop. She still stops by. Can we get a come on down? Be on the lookout, Hood News peeps. This is the 4400 block of North Shepherd Drive. We've got a beer run bandit. Maybe somebody will recognize the loser cruiser. All right, so this person goes into the store and is about to take what is not his. All right, somebody's gonna, who's baby daddy? All right, once inside, he goes for the Bud Lights. Oh my God, be on the lookout. Somebody's gonna recognize him. Man, I know the economy's tough, but you still got to pay for stuff. You still must pay. Dang, not just one, but 2 cases of beer. There we go. All righty. And out the door. Hey, get back here. All right. 4400 block of North Shepherd. North side. Be on the lookout, folks. There he goes in the loser cruiser. Cypress, Texas, be on the lookout. I just received this very crazy video along with the following message. Just wanted to share this with everyone. On Sunday, my husband and I were coming back from visiting family, and we stopped at a gas station that was very well lit and very bright. We had our dogs with us, and they started barking. And I look up and I see that a man approaches my husband as he's getting gas. And this man has a rifle out. My husband, with his quick thinking, drew his weapon and was able to stop this man. The man quickly dropped his weapon, and I got out the car to put distance between the man and the weapon. The man kept saying that it was a joke and that it was a BB gun. Then the guy got on his knees and practically begged for his life. He told us he was a minor. We confiscated the BB gun, and he left on foot and then got on a bike further on down. I posted this on a community page, and they told me to reach out to you. All right, now I'm going to play some of this back with sound. You can hear the dogs barking and everything.
Dios mío, como si te fueras a morir. Esto What the
What's up with it, Hood News peeps? It's your girl Grizzy, live here with the Hood News. All right, so we're here at a waste management facility. I'm gonna wait for you guys to hop on. I can't be here for too long because I don't know how this works around here. But an elderly man was found deceased at this waste management facility, friends. I'm here. The Precinct 5 deputies are here, and the Houston Forensic Science Center, their investigators are here. So yeah, an elderly man was found also in the garbage, friends. I don't know what's going on today. Y'all. So this is the story I first shared this morning. There was a little bit of confusion. So we just left a scene where a baby was found in a dumpster. And now we're here where an elderly man was found deceased in the garbage. They come to dump the garbage here, and it gets processed, and a man was found. So, you know, I want to make sure I come and share that information with you guys as well, because it wasn't just a baby found today. today in the morning, an elderly man was found. He looks to appear Caucasian male, elderly, very thin, wearing jeans and a shirt. So yeah, friends, we're here. It's just one thing after another, friends. We never know what we're going to come across. Prayers going up for this man. Yeah, I can't really get out and do anything because this is like a private facility, so I'm about to dip. Yeah, friends. So yeah, we're out here for this, and let me get going because I think they're gonna come say something. All right, friends, reporting live. It's your girl Grizzy. Precinct 5 is out here, and let me see. The medical examiner is surely on the way, and we got crime scene investigators. We don't know if there was any foul play. Did he fall asleep? Was he sickly? All kinds of different scenarios. And we just left the scene just a while ago where a baby was found in the garbage by Texas Outhouse. They were servicing the area off of Eldridge and 290 area. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this man or how he ended up here, but we know he's deceased and they are investigating, and we have crime scene out here. Yeah, we cannot throw away humans like trash, man. Like, again, I don't know how this man ended up here. Hopefully, I hope he wasn't murdered or anything like that, man. Just sad. Dang, y'all, this is so sad. And prayers for the workers. Prayers for the workers who made these discoveries. Guns and kids. We came across a situation last week, Hector, and everybody at home, where there had been reports of 2 shootings. So we get out there and we discover some train tracks along Arto and Hardy, like right behind some apartments. There had been some sort of incident. So I pull up, and from what I understood is that a male was transported to the hospital in critical condition. He'd shot himself. Then the Hood News peeps start dispatching me, and the story starts evolving. What happened was that there was another kid that got shot at the apartments right next to where this young man had done this to himself. Some kids were in a home inside an apartment, and they were the 17-year-old had showed everybody a gun. He produced a gun, and another child came, picked it up, and it went off, killing one of the kids. So then the 17-year-old grabs the gun, runs out, and shoots himself. They both passed away. I mean, one was transported to the hospital, the 17-year-old, and the little boy had been shot. I think he was like 12 years old. He died at the scene. So yeah, it's just really sad, man. Very scary. We had crime scene out there, detectives out there. I don't know where this kid got the gun, but we have to do better for friends at home. Everybody, we have to know what our kids have. Like, you got to be nosy. Right. We got to know what they've got. If they've got a gun, do they have phones? Who are they communicating? Like, a 17-year-old having a gun is not correct.
Yeah, you can't let the technology also raise the kids too as either. I'm not specifically talking about these parents, but us overall. I'm a parent too as well. It's easy for let the kids to sit there and play on video games. And I see my son; he loves like Call of Duty, and Call of Duty's about to come out, even the new one. And you got to look out because they think also that they have a sense that guns are just normal, and they see it in video games. So it might be something where it's just
we got to teach them that the purpose of it is for protection. But if you're 17, you should not have one. Right. You got to go through their stuff. This is a common thing. We just had a situation where first day of school in Humble, somebody produced a weapon, a kid, like they got mad. We have to teach our kids coping skills, and we got to be nosy. Like, we have to know what's in our house. We have to know who our kids are. We have to know like their good stuff, their bad stuff. We have to take accountability as parents to know, or also to figure out if they're bullying anybody.
And discipline too as well, and be involved, like we talked about, Grizzy, is be involved in their life, be nosy, know what's going on, look in their backpacks, look in what's going on in the closet, see what they got. Don't ever feel like you're infringing on their privacy. They're your children. You have every right to step in there and know what they're doing.
Exactly.
We were kids once. I was teenagers. We caught ourselves.
Man, we're sneaky, man. Kids are sneaky.
Right. We weren't all perfect. I wasn't an angel. I'm sure you were, Grizzy. But but I'm sure again, if my parents too as well, I could have gotten, because my parents were involved and because my parents were nosy, they got me out they got me out of a lot of situations because of that.
They were able to intervene and put a stop to the BS. But yeah, same with my parents, man. Papa Castillo will whip out that belt, man. Back in the day, it was okay for parents to discipline their kids. They've been taking that power from them because of a lot of like abuse and stuff like that. But like I say, it's okay to whoop some behind, but it's how you do it. You know, like really, you gotta step up to the plate. We gotta be there for our kids. We gotta correct them. Hey, pull up your pants. Hey, let me see your phone. No, you know what? I pay for the phone. Let me see what's inside of this. Give me your passwords. Hey, who's this kid? I don't want you hanging out with that one. Where's his parents? Why is he over here all the time? We have to be that way. We have to bring back the foundational old school parenting. Like, it has to be there. Make sure your kids are eating nutritional meals instead of a bunch of junk food. Like all that stuff is so important, man, because our kids are being led by social media. Do you really want these influencers raising your kids? Because that's what they're doing. And guess what? They're not telling the kids the truth. They're not telling the kids, they act like they're in the hood. They're not telling the kids that they're in some, subdivision, gated community, living well, that they got a 401k account. They're not saying all that stuff. They're promoting a lifestyle that's not really true anymore. Once they get that record deal, they're rapping all this music to the kids, but they're not telling the kids where they're really at. They're trying to make it look like they're where the kids are at, and that's a lie.
Yeah, they're selling a lifestyle that's not real for them, but they're making money off of that and making money off the lives of our children in this generation.
Those are the kids' heroes, and that they're not good heroes, man. Make sure that you know who your kid is looking up to.
Yep, and one thing we have in my house, Grizzy, is my roof, my rules.
It's going to take whatever it is. Sometimes we got to be the bad guy in our kid's life to be their actual best friend, the only friend they're going to ever need in this lifetime.
And they might not be thankful for it now, but they'll be thankful for it later.
Listen, parents, listen to this. Like, really, it's time. And if you need help, get it, man. Reach out, get it. Well, like one thing I always say, let's get these pastors out there. They're collecting the collection plate, man. We need more people to get involved because there are parents who are trying and they're not getting help.
Right.
So we need somebody to help out. Like, where are all these community activists, all these leaders? Where are they at? We need help.
Yeah, and it's sad. The thing is, you talk about churches too as well. By the way, I love church and stuff like that. I go to a church, but it's sad that when you see more churches in subdivisions and neighborhoods, but the neighborhood's never changed.
Oh, baby, he said a lot. There you go. Mic drop. Boop. All right, friends, let me show you this. We got tagged on a come on down, and we got behavioral therapists, or I don't even. They say they're not behavioral therapists. This one right here. Bay activities. We got the Bay activities. I think the guy has been identified. The female has not been identified. All right, so this came straight from Mark Herman's Precinct 4. Shout out to them. Let me read this real quick. The caption says, "Do you recognize these subjects?" No. Do you recognize these suspects who stole over $700 worth of merchandise from a local HEB store? On July 3rd, 2024, at approximately 4:25 p.m., a deputy with Constable Mark Herman's office responded to the HEB located at the 14100 block of Spring Cypress Road in reference to a theft. Video surveillance captured the suspects entering the business, concealing over $700 worth of merchandise, and past all points of sale without attempting to purchase. So, in other words, they walked out with a bunch of shit that don't belong to them. So this is her. She looks right at the camera. And everybody's like, well, I don't see them. This is when they're walking out. Or that might not be when they're walking out. This might be inside the store. This could have been when they arrived. A lot of people are like, I don't see any shopping carts. I don't see them stealing anything. Baby, she's got that big old purse. You don't see that big purse. Do you see that purse? Somebody said, what could possibly be $700? I don't know. Maybe it's filled with makeup. Makeup can be pretty expensive. I don't know. But then I started reading the comments. Hold on. I hate these hairs. Baby, these hairs are growing out gray, and they grow out very coarse and short. All right. I digress. Let me go back to all right. So these people make it out with $700 worth of groceries. I don't know if they shared them actually walking out, but that big fat purse, y'all know what it do. Y'all know what it do. It don't have to be It don't have to be necessarily. She's in the cosmetics aisle. Look, she's in the cosmetics. There's stuff in there that will fit that purse that can tally up to $700. There she is. Who's baby mama? Somebody's ready to spill the beans. Who is it? Let us know. And that is the GMC Loser Cruiser. Ooh, baby. Bay activities. So one behavior analyst said, "Oh my God, it looks like he's choking her." Some people were talking about this. Some people were like, "Oh my God, that poor lady, he's got her hostage. Oh my God, he's got a hand around her neck like he wants to choke her. Oh my God, look how he's pushing her out the door." No, ma'am. No, ma'am. As a former criminal, this is probably her first lick ever. As a former criminal, I'm here to tell you, she ain't in no hostage situation, y'all. She ain't. All that is for her. If anything, he's the hostage. If anything, he is the hostage because they're stealing makeup. They're stealing shit that belongs in the makeup and the cosmetic. He is the victim. He is the victim. He's just helping her work the nerve. Read the body language. Some of you are like, "Oh my God, that poor woman, she's being held hostage. Sweetie, are you okay?" I'm like, man, y'all Karens be making up too much, friends. Y'all be doing too much. This chick is nervous as hell, and he's there for her. He's there to comfort her. He's there to, he's her cover. Exactly. Thank y'all. Thank you, hood people, because the suburb people think that this is some kind of hostage situation, like she's being forced, like he's abusive and all this other stuff. Baby, if anything, this is the boyfriend that could not say no. She's like, "Babe, I want makeup." "I ain't got no money." "Well, can we go steal it?" "Okay." Yes, friends. As a former criminal, I am here to tell you that he's just being a ride or die. He ain't no hostage situation, sweeties. Man, today she's looking her makeup is looking really good and everything because the boyfriend hooked her up, man. She said, "If you ain't going to get it, we're going to get it together." She said, "Babe, if you're going to be broke, this is what she probably said. Babe, I like things. And you can't buy me those things. So now you got to go with me and we're going to go get those things." Probably a bunch of elf makeup. I don't know what. Now, next time I go to the H-E-B over there off of Westlake, I want to go see what kind of makeup I want to see what $700 would look like in a purse. Like, I need to see, like, was it razors? Did they get the men's razors? Because those are expensive. I don't know. But whatever fit in this bag was about $700. He's a ride or die. He ain't no hostage. Some of y'all were really reading this bad, and I can tell you ain't got no hood points. Like, you lose all hood credibility at all. If anybody's the victim of this couple, of this relationship, it's him. All right, we got a Hood News peep asking for the 2-for-1 special. Can we get a 2-piece? Come on down, folks. This is Walnut Bend area on the south side. Please be on the lookout, Hood News peeps. Somebody's going to recognize these porch bandits. All right, here's a close-up of the Loser Cruiser. Be on the lookout, folks, because he's riding around getting it, too. All right, and here's another bandit. That's his Loser Cruiser. Look at him. He's sneaky. And here we go with that COVID mask. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Oh, hey! Get back here! Hey! I really want to know, what do these people do with these laxatives, fajas, and weird items that Hood News peeps order? This one time, a bandit stole an adult toy from a Hood News peeps front porch. I wonder if they used it. These cats need to be running on their way to the unemployment office to get jobs, man. Be on the lookout, Hood News peeps. Cypress Trails of Timberlane in Spring, Texas. Be on the lookout, Hood News peeps.
Somebody invited me to this address named Lovely Queen.
Who?
Lovely Queen.
Baby, he's looking for Lovely Queen. We got a bunch of them in Spring.
My hat's gray.
The peep alleges that seconds after he walks away, someone shot at the garage.
My hat's gray.
Lovely Queen messaged you on Snapchat. All right, so these cameras, they don't record everything, just movement, right? So after the guy walks away, the camera stops recording, unfortunately, and that's where you guys got to get better camera systems. But somebody fired one time at the garage as soon as this guy left. They're thinking it's him. It's alleged for right now, hoping that we can get more information. Maybe he knows something. Be on the lookout, Hood News peeps. Airtex and Ella Boulevard. Can we get a come on down, Hood News peeps? Once a month, this guy enters a gas station and vandalizes it or steals. And they just don't want to see him around anymore. So if anybody knows him, ooh, dang. Look, that's one example. That video clip is from a few months ago when things weren't that crazy. But look, here we go, cray-cray. Oh! And nobody understands what was said or done for him to act that way. He's scaring the customers away, too. They don't want to go back and see that kind of stuff. Look at this guy. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, be on the lookout. Airtex at Ella. This guy, when he's not vandalizing, he's stealing. Just be advised, other gas stations nearby. Hey, get back here.
All right, that'll do it for episode number 33. If you're watching on Facebook Live, thank you for watching. And also, they're watching on CW39 every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Grizzy, do you have any words of wisdom for the week?
Just check your kids, check on your kids. Like, back to school is here. We're starting to get a lot of craziness, Hector. We're like, make sure your kids are polite. Make sure that they respect others. Make sure that they're being big brothers and sisters to the underdogs, man. Some of you guys gave birth to leaders, but they are bullies, and giving birth to an alpha child is an incredible thing. Teach them to use that leadership, that ability to be an alpha for the right reasons. Right. And let's lift up our kids. Let's lift them up in prayer. Let's lift them up with good deeds. Let's respect them. Let's love them. Encourage your children to be the best that they are, man, because they are a replica, a carbon copy of you. This is the truth. Let's just bring in all this love, man. We need it. We depend on them. They're our future.
Amen. That's a good word. Be the influencer, not the influenced. And until next week, if it's real news,
it's Hood News.